So look, Meek Mill was up in Philly at the radio station, Power 99 or whatever, promoting his album. You know, the album kind of banged to me. I ain't even gonna lie. But he get in a situation talking about blogs or whatever, and basically tell him like, oh, academics need to watch what he say about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up. I'll smack him. That's another situation or whatever, bro. Meek stayed praying on the weak. Like, that's what he do. That's why I don't respect him. But Akademiks responded, bro. And he about to keep it. We already know what's up. So look, let's check this shit out.
Meek in the past has had issues. Like, I used to speak to his manager on the phone. I did. Like, when him and Drake started beefing, remember my friend was one of the centers of this beef or whatever?
Talk to his squad.
His manager told me that he believes Drake is paying niggas to put L's in the comment section. Like, I was befuddled. I'm like, oh, what? I don't
Ain't that serious,
what?
Nigga.
But I think they think there's an Instagram conspiracy against Meek. Now, again, I posted all them DC snippets. I liked it. It did 89,000, 87,000.
Ain't no
I thought that was
conspiracy.
great. They
Nigga,
really
you just
promoted a lot.
whack, bro.
He promoted the whole thing. But then, this is where issues start. Meek Mill got his probation was violated, right? And he went through the little trial thing. I reported what TMZ. You know, I grab stuff from TMZ sometimes. I'll be like via TMZ. I put it out there. They call me and they were like, "Yo, listen, man. It's like we expect TMZ to do it. We expect you to do it." And I'm like, I'm getting news from them. I'm not making it up. I'm getting it from them. They said Meek submitted water as plea. That's what I'm reporting. What TMZ reported. I don't think they're hitting Harvey Levin like that. But maybe I'm the black guy who's doing media. I'm the guy who they've communicated with. You got to hold a squad down. Now, by the way, previously, in the past, I have acquiesced with them in some of their requests because there is certain stuff that got online that could have possibly sent Meek to jail. You get me? Like, if he gets in a situation, remember he was on probation, he gets in a situation and it looks crazy, you know niggas is getting sent to jail off Instagram shit. Like, his manager hit me one day like, yo, that look crazy. Like, if it POC'd, yo, please take it down. Took it down, no problem. I ain't trying to send no niggas to jail. Cool. But then, when there's a public news story, and because I echo it or report it, you don't like that.
Like people do all the time.
To keep a long story short, they called me, they fed me one of the most bogus stories ever, that there was people setting Meek up from inside and swapping his piss out. All that.
I ran the story. Do it when y'all not his home.
Exactly from his camp.
He's a blogger. He gonna report the news.
I ran the story. Turns out it wasn't true, or at least the judge did not agree with that because he was found to be violating his probation. Also, interestingly enough, in his interview, right, with Hot 97, go back and listen, he admits it now that, yeah, I had a dirty piss. So back then, they were just telling me bullshit. And it's about, and I'm saying this to say it's about control of the media. Now, I'm just one guy. As I said, I don't have these partnerships with dudes where I'm getting money with them. I'm trying to make, whether you think I'm a gossiper or a nigga who just like make jokes or a clown, whatever.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to do my thing as honestly, and because I don't know these guys, I don't have nothing against them, right? So that was the first thing. They're like, yo, that's not what happened. They gave me the fake story or made up some stuff. I was like, okay, all right. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to take a step back from them because they're feeding me stuff that I could put out propaganda for fans to believe. They're not really about the truth. They just want me to always report something about me positively. Still, DC4, all them snippets I put out. Now, I put out this one snippet. This one snippet, I forgot what it is, and I wish I had it because, as I said, facts only. I'm not trying to make stuff up. If any part of the story, I would like for Meek, his whole team, I could call the names of the people who I've spoken to on his team.
Right.
If they disagree, I would like for them to tell me where I'm lying. I don't have no time to lie.
Trying to make you put out good images about the rapper.
I don't want to
so
lie
sour.
on you.
I don't see how Nick.
Okay. Meek thinks there's this Drake conspiracy, or well, now also Nicki conspiracy, where Nicki and Drake have paid off a bunch of people. Man, anytime there's a ghostwriting shit coming out about Drake, I'm running that story a million miles per hour.
You can't play sides. Can't play
Drake
both sides of the fence.
If he don't like it, he should unfollow and block me. I don't care if he's my favorite artist. When does my love for your music like really cross with my integrity and then say, oh, I can't, it's Drake? No,
Fake
I'm running
news.
it. Make another Quentin Miller joint come up. I'm running a
This
million
what
miles
people
per hour.
know.
Let's get
Look,
it.
You gotta
20
understand
videos.
this.
It's
When
happening.
you're a blogger and you making hip hop news and videos
Happening.
about people, whether they're your friends or
But
not, you gotta
regardless,
report
Meek
the
and
real.
his team still
You
think
can't
there
be
was an
fake, bro. You
Instagram,
can't be doing this and be fake.
conspiracy.
You can't.
I don't think they realize that when he goes out to the quote unquote streets in Philly and all these urban places where everybody fucks with him, there's a whole world like about 30 times bigger that's not in the streets. They're just online. They also buy and purchase and stream records.
Right.
And those are the people putting L's. So I think he's kind of getting it because in his newer interviews, he's like, there's a certain group that don't fuck with him. That's the group.
Just can't
So, but at
just
that time,
cannot
he's
accept the
thinking
fact that people
Drake
just don't
is
feel
paying
you, bro.
for these things.
Knock-
Either paying bloggers or literally paying bots to just do shit. Like just imagine Drake
Right.
paying for an L bot. He's paying niggas to put L's in comments. Okay, let me not stay at one point. Let me move on. So I posted this one snippet. This particular snippet, it looks like that was the one. It was around the time when he was kind of dissing people but not saying names. Y'all know how I post on Instagram, man. I'm trying to get y'all niggas talking. Let's have. I'm in the comment section with y'all. Like, salute to my chat niggas. Y'all know I'm in there. I'm engaging because whatever y'all talk about Instagram, we gonna talk about it on stream later. So I post a new Meek snippet, and I said new Meek Mill. It might have been DC 4.5 by that time. New Meek Mill DC 4.5 snippet. I said, fire or shit, right? Because I always do that. That's my thing, right? Not only that, I said, who's he taking shots at? Tag him. That's when the fans get involved. Anyway, immediately, bro. I mean, fucking immediately. And to put it in context, because I don't want to just say shit to make him look crazy. I want to give the full truth. In 2 days before, I saw him got at Shade Room. Then I
That
saw
would
him
be
got
the
at
biggest
Baller
L
Alert.
in hip hop. I don't think
Baller
bro would be
Alert
that
had
petty.
said something about him and Nicki, or ran a story he didn't like. He
Paying
commented
bots
on
to
this
put
shit like,
L's
yo,
on
y'all
Meek
lying.
Mill home.
Shade Room had ran something else, and he commented by saying, yo, and I love you guys at Shade Room, but I'm just repeating what he said. He was like, y'all fat hoes over there, like, y'all get paid to make up lies on me. So he was kind of off the blogs already. But after I post that snippet, like the third day, he sends me a DM with a bunch of chaser dudes. It's a group DM. Okay, I call it a digital jumping because, I mean, I'm not hard to like reach. Like he could, if
I
he
remember
wanted to
that
talk to
way.
me on the phone
I
right now,
remember
he could
that.
talk to me on the phone. I mean, he also doesn't need like everybody who's in the chases to witness the conversation. Like I'm not gonna lie about it, but and I hate to do this, but I do have the conversation here. I want you guys to see it. All right, here's the conversation.
I mean, fucking immediately.
January 19th, 5:31. This is Meek Mill. He says, yo, fam, if you ain't posting me in a positive way, listen and think about what he just said. This is January 19th, 2017. Yo, fam, if you're not posting me in a positive way, don't really post me. Tell me if I'm wrong. The nigga said, if you don't post me, you see, I'm confused. I didn't think I was posting me in a negative way, but he says clearly,
Disclaimer.
don't post me in a positive way, don't post me at all. I haven't posted it. Whatever. Okay. He says, don't post me, right? He said, if you ain't really posting me in a positive way, don't really post me. I don't want to have to use my tactics to pressure you from your little blogging, trying to make me look a certain way when you feel like it. I ain't with all that.
He said they digital jump me.
You're going to have to be held responsible. You got a platform. Just giving you a heads up, fam. Holla at one of them in this text when it comes to me.
Bro.
Now, I was confused by that message. Because it felt like, wait, are you saying
Blast mode.
I need to holla at your team before I post you now? Like, it sounded crazy to me, but I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to see what's
Meek
up.
Mill
Right? I'm trying to see
inbox
what's
me,
the issue.
bro.
So I say,
Alright,
again,
I
I'm
ain't
posting
having
hella
that
snippets. I say, how I make you look a certain type of way? I post your snippets and your snaps when fans send it in or live stuff. That's about it recently. That's literally what it was. Y'all could go back. I know, like, maybe my Instagram videos aren't still there, but I don't know if there's any way you could get the cash version of it.
He was in this feeling.
That's
He had to
exactly
inbox
what
on
it is.
this one.
All right.
Damn.
Now, I think he only sent one more responses, and then I was just having conversation with the rest of the chasers. I think he was like, I said two things, the chasers
Yo,
get 'em.
tactics,
Like,
bro.
I think that's what it was. But let me see what was the next one. Okay, good. And again, you see, I hate exposing the DMs.
Irresponsible. You don't do nothing, bro. You a fake bully.
When Meek says,
you
Meek
pull up on
interview,
people and let the
so
dream chasers get on. What you mean responsible?
When Meek talks
you
about
don't do nothing.
Interview, he's one of those
Come
people.
on, man.
Him, Kevin Gates, they sound so good in the interview.
Bro.
It sounds just factual, right? Okay, let's go to the next part. Of course, I had to take screenshots because I'm strolling, right? Again, none of this is doctor that took these screenshots this morning unless they go back and delete these messages. I can show y'all the messages right now. They're still on my phone. I don't have time to be making shit up. Okay, here we go. All right, so I don't know if you know who these individuals are. Coon Philly is his manager. Anytime I told you I spoke to Meek Mill's camp, I've spoken to him. And again, you see, that's
how
like,
do y'all
I hate having to reveal that because I've told y'all stuff that allegedly I got
that's
from
the
his
only
camp
thing I like
true.
about him because he's from Philly.
And I never wanted to give up the source, but now they're making me look like I'm just like some niggas who's just hating. So this is what Coon Philly gets in. By the way, just to clarify too.
But he trying to expose you on live radio, so you got to expose the DMs.
During that time with the Meek Mill probation piss story, I remember Meek had commented on my post that was from TMZ, and he was
he
like,
don't give me nothing to believe. I ain't never
he
seen
was like,
Meek laying hand on
y'all
nobody, bro. Shout out to the Dream Chasers. Y'all put in the work. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do because y'all get paid. But Meek don't do nothing.
So I
tactics.
think he's kind of reactionary.
Stop it.
But anyway,
Stop.
He says, we spoke about the same issue a year ago, and you continue to do the same thing time after time. Now, I was really trying to see what conversation Mr. Philly was talking about because the conversations I had with him were
got somebody else DM.
Basically,
they
him
doing
saying
high school
I should
shit.
post Meek differently than other artists.
First you DM him,
the beginning
DM
of Meek's beef with Drake. As I said, if y'all look up, what's the last song I posted? I think I posted a Playboy Cardi snippet recently. I always say, is it fire, is it shit? Now, at that time, everyone, at least, it felt like everyone on my page just loved just dropping L's or just hating on Meek, or if we're calling it hate. They are all saying, like, everything he puts out is garbage. So they kind of wanted me to stop that. I'm like, I do for every artist. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm not making y'all look crazy. The comments is what it is. I can't tell the people what to think. You get me? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So he comes and he says, "Oh, we spoke about it last year, whatever." Then
they doing this because they know Akademiks ain't gonna pull up, and they doing this because they just know he ain't gonna do nothing.
He says,
"Nah, I wouldn't even sweat him, bro. Keep doing you."
He said, "Nah, them tactics. I'm not mad or nothing. Don't keep doing all that sideways stuff. You got a platform and it's image and money on the line. I was cool at first. Can't do what you want out here, fam. We got artists and shit dropping." Shit, all I see is sideways shit. I ain't feeling the energy, just giving a heads up. Okay? So that was the last message from Meek. And do I have the message from the rest of the guys?
It's not hate.
Now, again, I'm genuinely confused.
My bad.
Okay,
He's not even garbage.
So this is what I say.
The way he moves, his personality is garbage. I love the music, but...
So I say, wait, posting snippets and asking fans their opinion? Like, is that the thing? So I said, wait, his legal stuff, which I just told y'all. So again, my messages back then is confirming the lead up story. His legal stuff, we were most definitely careful in posting, music, etc. And I said, or if fans want to discuss other stuff, I said I shouldn't post it. Like, I mean, wait, should we not? I'm trying to figure out if we should post. Like, so I also continue by saying, not sure what things y'all talking about.
Your image is money.
That I don't post for about every other rapper. I cannot control fans' comments or trolling. I can't control what y'all say. That's the best thing about my platform. I ain't gonna be deleting a comment. There's people in my comments every day
you not
that
gonna
say
do
negative
nothing
stuff about me. I've gotten to the point.
You don't get no points for DM and Akademiks trying to threaten him.
And his manager said, again, Meek is done typing at this point. It says, it's how you word it every time.
Don't see how you got
right? And Meek really didn't respond afterwards.
He moved like a little boy.
Another message.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Then the next one says, here we go. And then, again, I hate to put all these people out there, but y'all can't challenge me like I'm some hater or I'm getting paid by some other people to hate on your movement. I fucking like the album. Like, don't again at any point, Meek could have called me at any point and be like, yo, listen, we could have talked and man, I'm driving around listening to wins and losses right now. Why am I hating? But whatever. So Talk, he's I don't know exactly his position with the Chasers, but he says
right.
Nah, not
That's
saying you
how
a
the real
hater.
people feel about you.
We just asking to be reported on in a positive manner. That's what we are asking. Okay? In a more positive manner. I want to get them right. We're just asking to be reported on in a more positive manner. That's what we are asking. Reaching.
Because that's how I talk. What you mean how I word
all
it?
the same.
Coon Philly, what are you on?
And I said,
man.
Because again,
say what I want.
I'm realizing it's like
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be now to a point where freedom of speech is gonna be kicked out the window. That amendment is gonna be gone. People be too much in their feelings. I don't tweet that
much anymore. So it's really just Instagram. So I even say, and I've never, by the way, I've never said this to any artist ever. I said, all right, man, because they seem really mad.
I feel why you did it.
I said, I'll keep it to a music minimum with y'all. That's simple enough.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect.
Why is this popping?
Stop playing with my fucking name. All drill y'all.
Cool
Stop playing with my name.
Sorry.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
It says, all right, I'll keep it to a... This is, again, January like 19th, whatever.
Fake.
That's simple enough. Just asking the people if they are feeling the music. At this point, I dare and challenge anybody to point out any blog.
If you want to be reported in a positive manner.
Some sort of significance within the culture that was posted no more than me.
For quitting Miller.
Drake
you don't get
fans
no points for
Safari. Like, why? Like, are you getting paid by the Chasers? Why are you promoting them?
You don't get no points for
I was liking the snippets. I'm getting 10 seconds of a song. I'm still liking, like, damn,
you don't get no points for turning
content too.
You don't get no points for
So I
squashing
said
beef
that's
with
simple
50
enough.
Cent,
Just asking,
but not Drake or anybody else because you know 50 Cent real.
I said
he's
those
really
posts are
with
standard.
it.
There's no wiggle room for y'all to think I'm trying to come at y'all. So at that point, I'm like, I ain't gonna post nothing about you and Nicki. I'm just posting snippets. Okay, Talk says you could.
Right.
Post what you want. Just be mindful of the caption. Thanks, DC. Good conversation. Right? But already I start to realize they have a lot of negative energy.
It's crazy
how you... So I'm really only posting.
It's crazy how you got the whole
Now let me tell
team,
you, this was when I stopped. The moment I stopped posting all Meek Mill stuff, it wasn't this time. At this time I slowed down. I only posted.
Then he gonna say you can post it. Now you telling me I can post what I want.
This is the absolute moment when I stopped.
Now you telling me,
again, I want to know what y'all would do.
You got the green light to post what you want.
Given
you were
that
just saying,
for me, I've given you my circumstance. Given that you have this gangster rapper in this team, they're so mad at Instagram posts because they don't like how it's captioned. This is the next thing that popped up.
I wouldn't even did that.
Keep in mind, this is back in January. I want to know how y'all would handle it. Please tell me. This is how it goes. Keep in mind, I
kept posting more to be 100.
I'm
and
not
finna tell me I'm finna stop posting. And me, all right, I feel y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I'm finna post everything. You even slip. Hey, some gum on.
I'm slap the shit out that nigga.
He got the goons with the beanies all the time. You gonna slap Akademiks. Why you don't want to show your face? You're not saying like you gonna mark him or something. You're not saying you gonna what? Take off your face and just say you gonna slap. Shout out to Meek Mill in the Chasers.
Do nothing crazy to him. I just smack the shit out that nigga.
Man.
I wouldn't even punch you. I just slap you.
All right. That was the last day I posted Meek Mill. If it means that they can't control what you say about them, they're gonna beat you up. They can't wait to see you, slap you, do all that. Again, you see, I don't want to put other people and other people's business out there, but this is regular tactics for them. You get me? Like, and y'all all know about there's certain rappers they don't play. Them in media don't play too nice. Meek Mill and his team never appreciated what media is.
They try to control it.
So when I hear them DM me, you better report on us in a positive manner. We don't like this. We don't like that. I'm like, okay, I'm just posting like that. And then I just start posting music and like, I can't wait to see
whoever.
I'm not posting your music anymore. I'm gonna go back to your initial comment where it says, "Don't post me at all." So I haven't posted Meek in 6 months.
Akademiks.
And I don't plan. And actually, truth be told, I was like, I'm gonna post him after his album drops because I kind of hate that I'm bumping his music, but I'm not putting it on the gram. Like I just put up shit that I like. But like a part of me said like, yo, you gotta have some principle and integrity. If the guys that you're promoting is wanting to slap the fuck out of you, why would you promote them? It just makes sense. And they're telling you, either post me like this or don't post me. So I stopped posting them, period. I stopped.
I didn't know that, but yeah.
I stopped.
I didn't even pay no attention. Yeah. You should,
if
bro.
I'm wrong, again, Meek Mill never gave me a dime. By the way, one time, his manager asked me, hey, Akademiks, how much do you charge for a post? I don't know what it had to do. I don't even think it had to do.
These dudes just keep coming with the comedy.
Me to promote that they can't.
Y'all saying all that? Y'all asking for a post, bro?
And then I was looking at, Meek used to deactivate his Instagram and reactivate it. Only thing I could see them promoting was what was it? Was O'Malley at some club in Delaware. So I'm like, maybe he wants me to just put that up. But I'm like, I don't take money for promotional posts. That's just not my thing. Like, I'm not. Again, that's other blogs' business model. My money has never came through Instagram, and Instagram is just a great platform for me to see conversation. So I was like, I told him, I said, hey, I don't do paid posts. I'm sorry. I don't know if they believe me, because maybe at that time they think, yo, Drake is paying him, this is happening. I never did that. So I turned it down. But after all this, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to post you, so I haven't posted him for 6 months. I still talk about him, because if I'm on stream and my audience wants to talk about a Meek Mill song that job, let's talk about it. If I'm running my YouTube channel and I got to talk about Meek Mill and Safari, let's talk about it. But if an Instagram caption is going to set you off, right, despite everybody posting,
because he in his feelings,
I just want to post
it.
So I haven't posted him on Instagram. So when it comes to the point of his album release, I don't know if he thought I owed him something where I need to start posting him now. I haven't posted him in months. And he probably had no problem with it, because he probably thinking, he going to be hating. Oh, I didn't post you. I'm going to tell you the truth. If Meek Mill got arrested right now, I wouldn't post it on Instagram. I don't want that to happen, by the way. I wouldn't report anything negative against him. I don't report trick shit about him. No.
I don't like you, nigga.
I'm not going to report the good nor the bad. I'm not reporting Meek Mill on Instagram. That's just what it is. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Clearly, to Meek it is. I don't know what an Instagram post by me does. Maybe a lot, because Vic Mensa seems very thirsty for a mention. Please go buy his album, bro.
So,
Meek Projections came out. I didn't post that on Instagram. I didn't post Meek Mill's projections on. I could have posted a list that had Meek Mill's name on it.
Right.
I chopped that out. I grabbed the albums that I will post their stuff, and I put it there. Took Nav. I took Tyler. I put those up there. When the final sales come back, y'all know how to find sales by this point. I'm not posting Meek sales. Well, you can probably see on my Twitter, but like, it seems like I don't think he uses Twitter anymore. But on Instagram, I don't post Meek, and it's nothing against him, because I still like the music. But if he's wondering if I'm hating, if I'm being paid, I just laid out the facts of why I don't post him. Again, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. You get me? And also, you know what I mean? I think one thing with Meek is that he got to realize, and that's why I did that whole thing. Like, I did that whole thing about if Meek, if Meek was a rapper in the 90s or the early 2000s, he'd be winning.
Because he would have been they would have been beat him up. Back then,
the
rappers was getting at each other one-on-one. They ain't got your homies beating up your ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, or running into producers, ghostwriters, and jumping them at Foot Locker. Like, no.
Troy Ave has changed.
He wouldn't have survived in the 80s.
Troy Ave has changed.
This is his era right now.
He's supposed to do it. This is rapping. You might think this is street or whatever, but when you're dealing with people who help promote you, whether good or bad, like, there's pages, like a lot of pages make fun of me, mean pages or whatever. You know what I mean? As long as it's not too crazy, you gotta realize it contributes. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, Meek, you ain't pull up on game like that.
He didn't,
because clearly the
won't.
way he says it, he's like, yo, he's insinuating physicality. Whenever he's talked about the game or whoever else that really wanted it at him, well, most likely the game, he usually just says, yo, I don't fight. But again, you know what I mean.
I want to fight.
Again, I ain't gonna be sitting here threatening nobody. That's Meek no thing. I ain't no gangster rap. I don't care about all that stuff. I protect myself as best I can. Other than that, I wish Meek Mill luck.
I don't.
Again, I don't got nothing against him. I've told y'all what it absolutely is. If you take this and you come up to any other conclusion other than the one I believe you should come up with, you're just somebody who I can't convince. If Meek Mill forgot about this conversation,
there's the proof.
Send him this clip. He could watch it.
He's seen it by now.
So if he thought I didn't post him for any reason, now he knows why I didn't post him. That's just the truth of the matter. I wish Meek Mill a lot of luck. Wins and losses, I do like it. Vic Mensa, I don't even know the name of his project. But please, help that man out. That man needs something. Okay? He needs something. All right? Truth be told, I think he probably want to come back up to Everyday Struggle for another time. Like, his album coming out tonight. But it's all good. Other than that, I'm in a good mood. I am going to be listening to more Sway Lee. And I don't know what else to say, man. If you guys are wondering if I'm mad at... The thing is, most of y'all just knowing that Meek felt this way, I've been knowing that Meek felt this way. That's why I was having a conversation with one of y'all on stream, and I said, keep thinking by those interviews on Hot 97 that Meek Mill is not about.
He's not. The Chasers are. He's not, personally.
All right.
He can't swing.
Okay. But, I mean.
He's not.
I knew he had some issues with me. I just didn't think that he thought it came from, or he had those issues and then wasn't happy when I didn't post them.
Oh, Mo.
If I had issues with a nigga and I told him to stop posting me, he stopped posting me. I wouldn't be mad if he stopped. All right, guys, I don't make this too long. Thank y'all for all coming out.
See what I'm talking about, right? Meek Mill moved like a little boy, mad at the world, mad he can't get no candy. And you want to, bro, inbox me. I'm waiting. DM me. It's there. You want to DM Akademiks because you and your feelings because he keeping it 100. He really telling the truth about y'all niggas. That's why you mad. Because if it wasn't true, you would sweep it under the rug. You would tell everybody like, hey, don't believe this dude right here. It ain't. Nah. You know it's true, so you going to bring him up at radio stations. You going to have your boyfriend, the Dream Chasers, get at him in the inbox. You going to inbox him yourself. All this could have been prevented if you wasn't too Hollywood Meek. Don't feel like you could talk to nobody. But behind the scenes, you and your feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have called him and let him know what's up. I could talk to you. All he trying to do is report the news and be him. You know what I'm saying? You could have squashed that easy by doing that, but you're not messing with it, bro. You cool on that type. And that's right there what makes you look like a loser. That's why people don't really mess with you. You bullying on somebody that's not even about it like that. You're a fake bully. Because if push come to shove, you're not going to push and shove. You're going to have the Chasers do it. You're going to call them. If somebody came to your house on the lawn right now asking for a one-on-one, you wouldn't even come outside. You're going to wait till your homies pull up and try to rush it for the simple fact, bro, you can't stand on your own. You's a man that can't stand on his own and handle his own problems. You had your homeboys jump your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend that you had beef with over some relationship types. That's something you supposed to handle. Safari didn't get his boys to roll up on you with no bangers. He didn't have his boys roll up on you trying to jump you. That's the perfect example where it should have been a one-on-one fade. And you dodged it. And then when you pulled up, you hopped off the car like you was just about to do some. You weak for this, bro. I don't see how nobody mess with Meek Mill. He's sour and I just don't respect him. At all. DJ Ghost 100.
Yeah. Bayo flexing, extensive. Brand new Rari, Smith &